Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Velocity. As this here's the first ever episode of Velocity, aka the Smackdown pre-show. Raw, they just had their first episode of Heat, and Smackdown, the blue brand, here tonight, they look to top Heat with the first episode of Velocity. As we kick things off here with Cruiserweight action, Only Lorcan makes his Universe Mode debut. And ladies and gentlemen, this right here is going to be an exciting contest. It's Lorcan taking on Mr. Money in the Bank, Buddy Murphy. Of course, at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, Smackdown won both ladder matches. Asuka came away with the women's Money in the Bank briefcase, and Buddy Murphy won for the men's side. Smackdown 2 for 2 at Money in the Bank. And so Buddy Murphy makes his first appearance ever since winning the Money in the Bank briefcase a couple weeks back. And he takes on a debut in Only Lorcan. And if anything, ladies and gentlemen, got a big announcement regarding the Cruiserweight division over on 205 Live. Because as you know, it's Only Lorcan, if anything, he's of course assigned to both NXT and 205 Live. But he makes an appearance here tonight on SmackDown. Buddy Murphy could have actually made appearances on 205 Live, considering the fact that he is a Cruiserweight. But to start things off on SmackDown, ladies and gentlemen, Gen Manager Edge, he's gave me, I guess you could say, the honor to announce something regarding the Cruiserweight division and the 205 Live roster. Along with that, Edge himself will make a separate announcement regarding One Night Stand Extreme Rules. That being said, I have no clue what that will be about. But that apparently will kick things off on SmackDown. The Gen Manager Edge making an announcement about One Night Stand Extreme Rules, aka the upcoming, of course, Raw and SmackDown joint branded pay-per-view. And SmackDown, if anything, is live from Uniondale, New York. We are live and in living color as we edge ever so closer to One Night Stand Extreme Rules. This right here is Velocity, the kickoff show before this week's edition of Tuesday Night SmackDown. Most likely not going to be uploaded on Tuesday. But anyway, here we go. Cruiserweight action. Buddy Murphy sends Lorcan in the corner. And now Murphy here was looking for a shot. Lorcan, you'll see it coming, but no, Buddy Murphy here. Back and forth so far. And short arm lariat right there by the Juggernaut, Mr. Money in the Bank. That is Buddy Murphy. Now Only Lorcan. Oh! Well, gives Buddy Murphy a receipt with a lariat, a clothesline of his own. And now the brawler from Boston, what Only Lorcan lacks in height, he makes up for. And to be fair, such a smash mouth style, he makes up for it in heart and in his brawling ability. For sure, a tough task for Buddy Murphy here tonight. And oh, another clothesline decapitates Buddy Murphy here. Only Lorcan has Mr. Money in the Bank on his heels, and to the outside goes the Juggernaut. Of course, Buddy Murphy successful in unhooking the Money in the Bank briefcase. The SmackDown side consistent of himself, Finn Balor, Asterback, and Andrade Cien Almas. As see right there, Murphy gets long darted into the ring post. Only Lorcan here dominating this matchup in the early goings. And now Murphy trying to fight away from the grasp of Lorcan, but Lorcan able to get out. And then Lorcan sends Murphy into the ring here. Only Lorcan, his Universe Mode debut here tonight. Imagine what a big victory it will be to knock off Mr. Money in the Bank in your debut matchup here in Universe Mode. And now, wait a second, let this Buddy Murphy here. And oh god, has Lorcan up on his shoulders, and god, turns into a gut buster. We need to see that again. Look at this. It's like a torture rack and then into a gut buster. Wow. And well, Murphy for sure has Lorcan worn down now. And Murphy trying to catch his breath here, while he also tries to wear down Lorcan in the process here. And Lorcan trying to fight out of it, and yes he does. Close to that of a stunner right there by the Boston Brawler. And oh god, Buddy Murphy just got, well, he's got the taste slapped out of his mouth, if anything. Now Murphy here, oh, missed the springboard. Lorcan able to sidestep it, and now Only Lorcan here was looking for something. Murphy able to reverse, and now look at this. Here we go, neck breaker. Buddy Murphy now trying to rake the ice here. But Lorcan able to get out of it. Oh, what a clothesline. Decapitates Buddy Murphy yet again. And now, here comes only Lorcan here. Has Buddy Murphy right where he wants him. Gut wrench into a seated powerbomb. Beautiful. Only Lorcan now. Shoots the half here. Desperation pinfall perhaps, but could actually do it here. 2. And no. Well, what's 2 count? Murphy, of course, most likely trying to just save some energy. Of course, kicking out 1, you really waste it relatively early on. And now Buddy Murphy here has Lorcan dazed and a springboard drop kick. And only Lorcan gets sent down to the middle of the ring here. And now Buddy Murphy, what else is he thinking about here? A chop. Looking for a second one, but Lorcan never got out of it. Murphy now. Still remain on the offense. And no, only Lorcan answers back in water European uppercut. Only Lorcan looks to give Buddy Murphy a fight here tonight in the first ever edition of Velocity. And I was looking for something, had Murphy in a go behind position, but not going to work out well in the favor of only Lorcan. Backslides here by Murphy, looking to steal 1. No, only 2. And oh, look at that, the stare off right there between only Lorcan and Buddy Murphy. These two spectacular cruiserweights on gut wrench. Instead of a seated powerbomb, it's just a regular powerbomb this time around by only Lorcan. And now Lorcan here has Murphy right where he wants him, looking for a suplex perhaps. Well, it's going to be reversed, and Murphy a suplex of his own. The Juggernaut here, Mr. Money in the Bank Buddy Murphy, looking for his first victory after winning that briefcase. And to the outside goes only Lorcan. And now Murphy here has his eyes set on Lorcan, brings backside the ring. Referee was beginning the 10 count. Only got up to a count of 1. And now Buddy Murphy here, off the ropes he goes. Tornado DDT, oh God. What a connection, he got all of it. And only Lorcan for sure is dazed. And Murphy's looking for something, but now Lorcan here has him a powerbomb. What a reversal. And now only Lorcan. What can he be thinking of here? Big time punch, and now looks for a half and half suplex. Oh, Murphy able to reverse it. Lorcan was close to getting it to connect. And now elbow across the skull. And now Buddy Murphy trying to keep only Lorcan at bay here, trying to do whatever he can to keep Lorcan at least dazed. And out from suplex position, just launches him down into a mat. And now desperation pinfall here perhaps on the part of Mr. Money in the Bank. Only a 1 count. Gonna take more than that to put down only Lorcan. And Lorcan now able to get out the way of that kick. And Lorcan, here we go, has Simo. Was looking for something, not gonna get. Looking for a side of the suplex. Wasn't able to connect. But now, only Lorcan gonna try something else. You're looking for a powerbomb perhaps. But now it's reversed into a sunset flip. And Buddy Murphy here. Can he have it here? Can he? No, he's not gonna be able to steal it. Referee was a little bit late in counting that, if anything. And now here we go, Buddy Murphy. Out of nowhere, Murphy's Law. Well, there you have it. This could be it. Is it? Yes, it is. Murphy's Law only takes 1 to put down only Lorcan here tonight in the debut episode of Velocity. Well, Lorcan, he had some good moments there. He truly did. But at the end of the day, it's the Juggernaut. That is Buddy Murphy who prevails and picks up victory. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is Murphy's first victory after successfully unhooking that Money in the Bank briefcase a couple weeks ago at Money in the Bank. Big time victory. Helps Murphy build up some momentum. Of course, however, Murphy is on Smackdown, but he could even go on over to either NXT or Raw if he chooses to cash in that briefcase. Buddy Murphy and Asuka, both Smackdown superstars. But hey, if they choose to, they could go on over to NXT or Raw to cash in that briefcase, or maybe they could decide to stay loyal to the general manager Edge and stay here on Smackdown. I have no clue. But Buddy Murphy takes up a huge victory here tonight in the opening contest of Velocity. And well, ladies and gentlemen, when we return, it's going to be time for your main event. When we return here in Velocity, it's Flair, it's Mickie James, it's the main event. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is up next. Don't go anywhere. We're back here live for Velocity, live from Uniondale, New York. As it's time for your main event just before Smackdown begins. It's Mickie James taking on Charlotte Flair. And of course, Mickie James, ever since returning here to WWE a couple years back, hasn't really been doing much. You know, a big victory over superstar the caliber of Charlotte Flair will definitely do wonders for her in this stage of her career. You know, the woman isn't getting any younger. Well, that sounds kind of messed up of me to say, but at this point, it is true. Mickie James, to be fair, I really don't know how long she has left in her career, but I'd like to think she would like to end off her career on a high note, and that right there could possibly start with a victory over Charlotte here tonight. And of course, if anything, Charlotte, she's kind of going through a rough patch as well. So usually she'll be in the title picture, whether it be SmackDown or Raw, maybe even NXT as well. But Charlotte here in SmackDown, not in the title picture. Of course, Carmella, the SmackDown Women's Champion, beating Bayley back at Money in the Bank to, of course, win the title in the first place. But of course, Charlotte participated in an 8-woman battle royal. Well, if anything, both her and Mickie James competed in it. Of course, the 8-woman battle royal was to determine a number one contender for Bayley's SmackDown Women's title Money in the Bank. The final three was Carmella, Charlotte, and Zelina Vega. And of course, Mella came out with the victory on that one. Mickie James, if anything, was the first one to be eliminated, and she was eliminated within the first 10 seconds of that contest. So Mickie James definitely needs to try and bounce back, and what a way to truly bounce back with a big victory here tonight over the Queen. And now, Charlotte right there, oh, slap right there. When we expect a clean break from her. And now Carmella will tap once again. From the headlock position, Mickie James able to fight out of it. Off the ropes now goes Charlotte, and Mickie James misses her shot. And now stare off between these two. Mickie gonna try again. Off the ropes goes Charlotte. And no. Charlotte, she saw the one coming. And now the Queen here. A couple strikes right there. Mickie James able to sidestep. And now Mickie here has her, look at that, oh, variation of a neck breaker. Uses Charlotte's arm against her. Well, to her advantage. And now Mickie James taunting to a crowd. And you know, I was about to say, not really all that smart, but hey, Mickie James is on a roll, and this time just a regular neck breaker on her part. And Charlotte Flair, she's not looking too good here. In her main event of Velocity, and oh, elbow right there, across the forehead. And Charlotte, oh, what a chop. And now here we go, Charlotte Flair launches Mickie James, uses the ropes to her advantage. And now Charlotte looks to aim after the leg here. Of course, perhaps to set up for the figure 8 later on in the match. Mickie James misses that shot, and Charlotte gets her with a chop. Mickie missing a couple of blows here. And Charlotte able to capitalize, and now knee DT. If anything. Such a useless move. But trying to wear down the legs here to set up for the figure 8 later on in this contest, perhaps. And now, oh, running STO right there by Charlotte. And I'm trying to think of what to do next here. Relatively still in the early stages of this contest here. No, big time elbow. Rocks the jaw of Charlotte. And now, oh, flatliner right there. Well, not really, but I guess really just drops her. Disrupt and then drops her. Nothing really pretty about that. Now Mickie James into a cover here. Small package here. Looking to steal one in the main event Velocity, and she was relatively close. That right there's a 2 count, and we need to see that again. Unforgiven landing right there for Charlotte Flair, close to having her neck just land on the ropes, and of course that right there would not have been a good landing at all. And now, quickly into a cover now, is Charlotte on the Mickie James to no avail. Charlotte now looks to gain the upper hand. So far, I'd like to say it's been pretty 50-50 between these two. Side Russian leg sweep right there by Mickie James. And James here looking to gain some momentum in this contest. And now James, wait, what's she setting up for here? A little bit of satisfaction, of course. That right there is a tribute to one of her longtime rivals and allies in Trish Stratus. And it's only 2. Mickie James with a nice little tribute right there to the legendary Trish Stratus. And just drops Charlotte yet again onto the mat. And now if you ask me, surprisingly, it's been Mickie James. Of course, it sounds disrespectful, and maybe I sound a little bit too harsh on her throughout this contest, even when she was making her entrance, but, you know, I truly want to see this woman succeed, but at this stage in her career, it's going to get a little more difficult to just stay consistent in the ring against a talent such as Charlotte Flair, as that spear right there just showed. But no, Mickie able to catch the leg right there, and now James here we go, looking for the Mick DDT, but no, not going to get it. Charlotte saw it coming, able to reverse it. Mickie James perhaps took a little bit too much time to fully go on with doing it. I have no clue. But regardless, Charlotte able to reverse, and now the kick to the gut, and will follow suit here is the natural selection. Well, Mickie James, the Stratisfaction didn't do it, and she wasn't able to do the Mick DDT. And Charlotte Flair going to capitalize after the spear followed the natural selection, and that's it. Well, Mickie James, she did have some moments in that contest where I genuinely thought she could have put her away. The Stratisfaction right there, close, if anything, to putting down Charlotte Flair. But at the end of the day, close. It was close, but not close enough. Close but no cigar will be the proper saying, I guess, in this situation. Mickie James, once again, truly a great performance, but Charlotte Flair she's just a better woman in this situation here tonight in the main event Velocity. Well, if anything, what a great two matches we has had. Cruiserweight action between Mr. Money in the Bank, Buddy Murphy, and of course Orton Lurkin, who made his debut against Murphy to kick things off. And Mickie James, sad enough, comes up short against Charlotte Flair in the main event of Velocity, if anything. And of course, Charlotte gets one step closer to perhaps getting up higher up in the rankings for the Smackdown Women's Championship. The Smackdown Women's title that is held by Carmella. And of course, next week on Velocity, here's your main event. It's Sheamus and Mustafa Ali. Sheamus makes his Universe Mode debut, and he takes on Mustafa Ali. A couple weeks back on SmackDown, Mustafa Ali came up short against the Intercontinental Champion Jinder Mahal in a non-title contest. And well, speaking of the SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella, as we mentioned her a couple seconds back, ladies and gentlemen, on SmackDown she shall be a non-title action. Can't wait to see who she faces, if anything. I got no clue. All I do know is that SmackDown Women's Champion, fresh off a victory over Liv Morgan, a successful title defense, if anything, last week against Liv Morgan. Carmella in action yet again, and of course, after what happened last week, Lars Sullivan attacking Randy Orton backstage, General Manager Edge made this matchup. Sullivan wanted to make a statement. Can he make a statement against Roman Reigns? Ladies and gentlemen, it's SmackDown's main event. No disqualification match. It's Roman Reigns. It's Lars Sullivan. Ladies and gentlemen, don't miss SmackDown, which starts in a couple moments.